There are lands that simply exist. And there are lands that remember. In southeastern Nigeria, far beyond noisy cities and tarred roads, there lay a quiet village called Imuzila. The earth there was red like fresh palm oil, and the elders believed it had eyes that watched who walked with truth and who walked with lies. That land knew Obinna. From childhood, his bare feet pressed gently into the soil every morning. He lived in a small mud house at the edge of the village with his widowed mother, Mama Nkiru, a woman whose back was bent from years of labor, but whose spirit stood tall and unbroken. "My son," she often said as dawn broke, "poverty is not shame. Losing your character is." Obinna learned early that hunger could empty the stomach, but only foolishness could empty the soul. His father, Chekudi, had once been a respected man in Imuzila, quiet, principled, and deeply rooted in tradition. Before his sudden death, he owned a fertile piece of land beside an ancient Iroko tree. That land had been passed down through generations. On his deathbed, Chekudi called the village chief and elders. "This land belongs to my son," he whispered. "Guard it until he is strong enough to stand." Kola knots were broken. Libation was poured. Promises were spoken before the ancestors. But Obinna would later learn that promises grow weak when money learns how to speak loudly. Years passed. Obinna grew into a hardworking young man. Respected, but poor. Trusted, but overlooked. His uncle, Uche, grew closer to the chief, too close. And progress arrived wearing shiny shoes and false smiles. One moonlit evening, the village square gathered. Palm wine flowed. Laughter filled the air. Then Chief Okori stood up. "The land beside the old Iroko tree," he announced, "will be sold to developers from the city." Silence fell like a heavy cloth. Obinna felt the ground shift beneath him. Before he could speak, Uncle Uche rose confidently. "It is for development," he said. "The boy is poor. He cannot use the land." Eyes turned toward Obinna, some filled with pity, others with quiet agreement. That night, Obinna walked home slowly. Mama Nkiru looked at his face and understood everything without a word. Sometimes, betrayal does not come from enemies. It comes from blood. Trouble did not knock once. Mama Nkiru fell ill. Fever weakened her. Medicine demanded money. Hunger waited patiently. One night, Uncle Uche came quietly, holding papers. "Sign this," he said. "Renounce the land. I will help you survive." Obinna stared at the flickering lantern, then at his mother's fragile breathing. The temptation was heavy. But his father's voice echoed in his heart. A man who sells his truth will never recognize himself again. With trembling hands, Obinna pushed the paper back. "I will suffer," he said softly. "But I will not sell my father's name." Uncle Uche left without another word. Hardship stayed. And if this story is touching your heart so far, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs strength today, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss stories that heal, inspire, and restore hope. During the annual New Yam Festival, the village gathered again. Drums sounded. Dancers moved. Then suddenly, silence. The oldest woman in Umuzila, Enenim Befo, rose slowly. Her staff struck the ground. "The land you sell with lies," she said, "will sell you in return." She pointed toward the Iroko tree. "That land remembers its owner." Fear entered the village like harmattan wind. That night, elders dreamed of restless ancestors. Rituals failed. Chief Okori could not sleep. The Iroko tree appeared again and again in their dreams. Within days, the sale collapsed. The land was returned. Truth had waited patiently, and it won. Victory did not bring wealth overnight. Obinna worked the land himself. Under the scorching sun, through seasons of drought and rain, he farmed honestly. He shared harvests. He refused shortcuts. Slowly, people noticed. Young men gathered around him. He taught them discipline before profit, integrity before ambition. Mama Nkeru lived long enough to see her son respected, not feared, not bribed, but trusted. When outsiders returned with bigger offers, Obinna refused. "This land is not for sale," he said. "It feeds souls." Years passed. Umuzela changed, not through greed, but through example. The cooperative farm fed many. Children learned values alongside farming. Elders smiled again. When asked why he stayed when he could leave, Obinna replied, "If we abandon our morals to escape hardship, then hardship has truly defeated us." The red earth remembered his footsteps, and this time it honored them. If this story moved you, encouraged you, or reminded you of your roots, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so you always be the first to hear powerful African stories that heal the soul and inspire the journey. Your support keeps these stories alive.